What's up, brick builders? Today's build is the top Fuel Dragster. This is Model C from the Creator 3-in-1 set number 31135. Hello folks, Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Welcome to yet another video. This is the top Fuel Dragster. So the primary build was the vintage motorcycle, which was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But check out the video just up there for the street bike. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see what this one's going to be like. All right. There's our parts. As usual, the instructions are up there. If you've got a tablet or mobile phone, you can pinch the screen and zoom into the instructions to build along, or you can build along with me. Okay, so doesn't look much. We're going to start off with the 2x3 black plate, and then we're going to get the 1x5, which is a fairly rare part for me, light bluish grey plate, and that's going to go across the top, and then we're going to put another one just across the top as well. So we have a 2x5, well actually it's 2, 3, yep, 2x5 plate going straight across the base there. And then on the left hand side, just halfway, we are going to have a 2x2 round dark bluish plate. Just rotate it slowly until it drops in place. So you should have 2 studs on the left hand side, 4 studs on the right hand side. On top of the 2x2 circular plate, we're going to put a 2x2 square dark turquoise plate, like that. Next we have the 4 long axle with the stopper on the end. We're going to have 2 of those. We'll find the other one. Oops, things flying everywhere. There it is. And we also want a Technic brick with the 2 holes in it. So we're just going to put the axles through each hole. Hold them in place with your thumb or finger. And then we're going to put 2 more Technic bricks with the 2 holes down the axle. So move your thumb along to hold the next one. And the next one. Right, gets a bit tricky. I'm going to put it in between my fingers there, like that, because that stopped the axles going forward when we drop these periscope looking pieces, these Technic connectors. And you're going to have the hole so it's going across. Okay, so you're going to have the hole like that. It will rotate until we get some other bits and pieces to fit and keep them in place. So we want the other one. Oh, periscope, there we are. Where'd you go? There it is. Put that on the axle, push it through. Right, now you don't need to hold the axles in place, and just turn those around so that they form a little bar like that. So next we have the 6 axle is going to go straight across, and then we're going to lock that in place. So it's going to go straight through those holes there. It's going to lock that in place with 2 large bushings. And then I've got 1 large bushing, and then the other large bushing like that. Making sure that you've got equal length of axle after the bushing there. And then we're just going to fit that on top of these 4 studs here, like that. So that's going to be the rear wheels, my guess. Next we're going to put the plates with the 8 studs going across on one side and 2 studs on one side. So that's going to go half on the dark turquoise plate, and then the other one is going to go on the other half, like that. And now you've got 8 studs on each side. And you've got a load of studs on the top as well. So this is kind of getting very studied. We're going to get the Technic connector that looks like a U, that's in the shape of a U. And we're going to put a small 2 stud long black axle. There's only one in this set. There is. I'm just going to put it in halfway so it doesn't come through the other side, because we have a Technic beam and it's the one with the axle hole on each side and 2 pinholes in the middle. Put that in there and then just push the axle through just enough to grab it. Oops, probably a bit too much, because we might be putting another beam in there. Yeah, we certainly are. Right, so holding those, this is a bit fiddly, but hold it in place and then push the axle through like that. Nice, good strong hold. And that's going to go onto the 2 front, the 2 light bluish grey studs there, down near the turquoise plate. And that is now the kind of getting the idea of how long this is going to be, because I'm guessing this is going to be the front axle. Next, we're going to put a 2x6 plate dark bluish grey across the top of all these studs, like that. And then on one side, we're putting the 2x4 oval tile on one side. Turn it over, going to put 2x4 oval tile on the other side. And while it's upside down, we're going to put the inverted curved brick. So there's studs there. So that's the inverted. And that's the normal way. Join them together and you get this nice little point like that. It's kind of cool. But for this one, we're going to use it on this corner, on this edge here. So it just smooths out the back end. See that nice little curve? That's really cool. Good building technique, that. Keeping it turned upside down, we're going to put a flywheel on with the 3 long axle. Yeah, that's 3 long axle. And a small bushing. Just put the bushing on. And then the flywheel. So the bushing is on the outside of the flywheel. Then you just go put that through the first hole after the axle hole, like that. And then we're going to put another flywheel on the other side, then a bushing. Yep, we are. So flywheel on. And there's just about enough room for a small bushing, like that. Perfect. Probably a little bit tight, just going to ease it off a little bit. There we go. Nice. Turning it back over the right way up, we're going to put that curved 2x2 dark turquoise plate onto these 2 studs here. So that gives the curve towards the front wheel. And then we're going to put a 2x2 dark turquoise plate behind it. And then behind that, we're going to put a dark turquoise 1x2 jump plate. Like that. Next, in front of the jumper plate on these 2 studs here, we're going to put a 1x2 black cheese wedge, if I can find it. It's disguised as a cheese wedge. There it is. It's turned upside down. And that is going to slope down towards the front wheel. Okay. And then behind that, we're going to put on these dark bluish grey studs here, we're going to put the 1x2 plates with the clip on. So the clip is going to be close to the jumper plate. See that, this clip there, it's close to the jumper plate there. So we're going to put another one on the other side, like that. Right, next we're going to put the 1x2 plate with the 2 studs on the side and 2 studs on the top, like that. And then we're going to do what looks like some exhaust. So we're going to use the oval plate, 1x2 oval plate, dark bluish grey. And we're going to put the candle elements in there, but we're going to put the pin of the candle element into the hole. So it leaves the bigger hole at the end. So that's what makes me think these are going to be exhaust pipes. That's a good idea, actually. And then it's just going to fit on those 2 studs on the end there, like that. Brum brum. Now then, what are we building next? Okay, so we got the plate with the axle holes on each side and the 2 stud holes in the middle. Go put a 3 long yellow axle in the left hand side. And then next to that, we're going to put a tan pin, small pin, and it's going to go the small part in first into the first hole next to the yellow axle. On top of that, we're going to put the looking glass type connector. It's like a handle there, and then they've got the eye holes there. So put that over the axle and then just push it down onto that pin. Nice little click. And then you go put another one on top of that. The looking glass. And you go hold this in place and put the other tan pin. But you're putting it in long ways this time, not the short ways. So the long end is going to go in that side, so that little pin piece sticks out like that. It's going to move around a little bit. And then we're going to seal that off with another one of these Technic plates with the axle hole on each side, like that. There we go. And so we got this bar now with these 2 prongs on the side there, and that looks like the spoiler. Okay, and that's going to fit into, okay, so these little prongs here are going to fit into the bar with a small bar. There you go, there's the bar with a small bar at the end there. Pop that in there. And then another one. Bar with a small bar. And then you got to line these bars up with these clips in there. So make sure the bars are going across, not lengthways. If you turn them around the other way, you're not going to clip them in. So just turn them around and then they just clip just like that. And that's kind of a spoiler, I think. That's what I think that's supposed to be. Next, we're going to attach the big wheels. So we got these big wheels that have been motorcycle wheels, and they're just going to go on the back end, on the axle there, and there. I think that's done. And that, yep, that's it. It's an interesting looking model. I think I'm not sure about a dragster as such. I can kind of see it, but what I can see is one of those, you know, those soapbox cars that you see go down hills and over ramps and stuff like that. That's what I can see this as. You could put a little indent there and put a minifigure sitting in it or something like that. And you can have like a soapbox in a Lego city or something like that. Or it is a miniature dragster. It doesn't look too bad, does it? Really? I mean, to be fair, it looks pretty cool. What could you do to make it look a little bit cooler? might be able to use those, put those over instead of the, let's see if we can do that. Put those on there just to make the wheels look a bit interesting in the front there. It kind of works. Could probably extend this and do something a little bit more with the front there, or you definitely got a little bit of a, you could remove the jumper plate because that's kind of redundant. You could put the remove the jumper plate and put a 1x2 plate. I don't think we've got, yeah, we've got two dark bluish grey ones here. Put that there, that there, and now you have a little seat in place for a minifigure for a little soapbox car. Well, there you go, folks. The Top Fuel Dragster. It's yeah, it's an interesting one. It does look fairly cool. I'm kind of growing. It's kind of growing on me. But that bike, the vintage bike, is the best build out of this set. It's just absolutely brilliant. It's got lots of good building techniques and stuff. This not so much. Let me know in the comments what you think your the favorite build that you think is your favorite build out of this set. If you've got this set, let me know in the comments. Do give it a thumbs up if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Don't be shy. Let me know in the comments why you didn't like it, why you did like it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be cool. Thank you so much. I'm Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Peace.